everyone, it's Mrs. Hartigan, and I wanted to go over the results from last week's experiment, which was which freezes faster, hot water or cold water. So we had a lot of different results. We had some people's hot water freeze faster, some people's cold water freeze faster, and other people it froze at the same time. So I wanted to explain how that could happen. So let's start with hot water freezing faster. When you look at these two diagrams of hot water and cold water, you can see that even though the glasses are filled up to the same height, there's more molecules in the cold water than the hot water. That's because hot water molecules are bumping around and they're taking up a lot of space, kind of like if you were like jumping around with your arms out, you would take up more space than if you were kind of crunched down with your arms in. So this is kind of hot water and this is cold water. And so you can fit a lot more molecules in a cold water glass than you can in a hot water glass. So hot water would freeze faster simply because you're freezing less molecules. If you had your water freeze cold water first or at the same time, it might have something to do with your refrigerator or how you put the water in your refrigerator. In a freezer on top refrigerator, all the cold air sits right here at the bottom of your freezer. In a freezer on bottom refrigerator with a drawer, all of your the coldest air sits at the bottom here. And if you have a side-by-side, all the cold air sits down here at the bottom. So if you put it up on a higher shelf or up in the top of the drawer, it's going to make the cool down a lot slower, giving the hot water time to sort of catch up, or catch down actually, to the cool water, and that might have made them freeze at the same time. Also, it depends, did you put your water close to the door or away from the door? The door is also the warmest part of your freezer, so just putting it near the door could actually cause your water to be in a warmer environment in your freezer, which would sort of slow down that process and they could equal out and sort of freeze at the same time. The other thing that could have happened is if you put them on two different shelves, the bottom shelf is going to be in a colder temperature than the top shelf. So the bottom shelf is most likely going to freeze faster than the top shelf. So those are the reasons that you could have had different results. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's experiment and know from this point forward, all of the experiments that we do are going to be directly related to what you're learning in class. I hope you guys have a great week and I'll see you next time.